Python software. This is step number one. Download and install Python software. That's it. All of you observe this clearly. Download and install Python software. Okay. Next one. Step number two. Write a Python program. Write a Python program and execute Python program. Write a Python program and execute Python program. That's it. They are the two steps we have to follow. Okay. Right. Now let's observe this clearly. Download and install Python software, then provide the required setups, write Python program and execute Python program. Good. See, first of all, let's start with this download and install Python software. Let's install this. And before going to install, first of all, we have to download Python software. Let's download this Python software. All of you guys observe this clearly. If you want to download Python software, open browser. Google it. No need to take any license, sir. It's an open source and it's a freeware. You can download with 0 NP cost. Right. So I want to type like Python downloads. Just Google, then where I used to type Python downloads. So in general, first or second website names in the search results will be the home of the Python, is an official website for the Python. All right, so now here what we are getting there, then what is the website here we are getting? www.python.org, python.org, like python.org, like this. www.python.org downloads is available. This is an official website for us to download our Python software. www.python.org downloads. So right click on it, open a new tab. Right click on it, open a new tab. So just open it. Open a new tab. Look at this. Guys, can you tell me what is the new version of the Python? What is the new version of the Python? Can you please check it by seeing this total thing? Now, can you tell me what is the new version of the Python, guys? Now, tell me all of you. What is the new version of the Python? Check it. All of you are seeing this. Okay. Exactly. 3.9.0. 3.9.0 is the new version of the Python. Okay, good. That's it. Download the latest version for Windows. It's available. So for Windows, what is the new version? 3.9.0. Not only for Windows and all the operating systems. So here we can click here. We can get the downloads. It's okay, fine. Officially, we can go for downloads here and we can select Windows. There we are able to get it. So download Windows. Click on it. So Python releases for Windows. Python releases for Windows. Carefully. Here, latest Python 3 releases Python 3.9.0. So click on this. Note that Python 3.9.0 cannot be used on Windows 7 or earlier. Windows 7 or earlier. Windows 7 and before versions 3.9.0 is not supported. So Python 3.9.0 is supported for after Windows 7 and recent versions. Anyway, now let's check this one. I want to click on this one. Latest versions of this Python. This is a stable release of Python 3.9.0. That's okay, fine. If you scroll down, bottom here we are able to get some files we are getting. What are the various files here we are getting it? Just try to observe this case. So Windows x86 zip file not required. Installer only I required. Installer only I required. Windows x86 64 executable installer that we required. Next one is Windows x86 64 web-based installer. No problem. Executable installer I want to get, not web-based installer. This I want to get executable installer. If you're going to select it, just confirm this 64-bit operating system respective software that we have to recognize. x86 64-bit, 64-bit. My operating system is which bit operating system? No, 64-bit. That's why we have to select it. Anyway, I think so. All of you are having 64-bit operating systems only, not 32-bit. I think so. If it is 32-bit operating system, better to select this one. If your operating system is a 32-bit operating system, now select this one. But if your operating system is 64-bit, now select this one. How to check, sir? How to check my operating system is 64-bit or 32-bit now? Yes, I'll give you a path now. Try to observe this carefully. C drive, open that C drive, not C drive, this PC, open this PC. These many things are available. Right click here, properties. Right click on properties. Here we can identify. System type is what? 64-bit operating system, 64 based processor. My system is what? Windows 10. Operating system is Windows 10. Right on. 64-bit based processor. Understand, guys, what I'm telling you? Okay, this is a way we are able to get what? No, which version, that means which operating system is available with you in our system or in our laptop. Right, sir. So just leave this. Now we can go for what? No, install. I think so. Web-based and executable installer both are same. Not at all difference here. Both we can download and both we can use. But anyway, better to go for executable installer. I thought of it. Some .exe file we are able to get that we are going to execute to install Python software. But in both the ways we are able to get the same thing. Right, so anyway, then better to go for like what? No, executable installer. Click on it. Now it is started. Downloading is started. Python 3.9.0 AMD 64.exe. Download is completed, guys. Guys, of course, my system is a bit faster mission. My internet is also a bit faster. I may get immediately downloading of this Python software. In our system, it may take a bit of time. Just we have to wait for that. Any of you are doing along with me, guys? Any of you are doing along with me? Any of you are doing this installation along with me? Right, that's fine. Now, whenever we downloaded this, download it. That's perfect. Some of you are doing along with me. That's perfect. Now download it. Python 3.9.0 64.exe is downloaded. Now show in folder. Then I want to copy this. I want to cut it. Let me cut it. And I used to keep all my softwares at a particular location, guys. As part of my training, whatever the softwares I used to download from internet, now all softwares I'm going to keep under a particular location. So for that purpose, I prepared a particular location, insert this /e drive softwares, insert the softwares, what I'm going to have there, insert the softwares, I'm going to have like, say for example, Python is existed. Now here I'm going to keep that. Guys, after this previously I downloaded up to Python 3.8.5 max. Python 3.8.5 I downloaded. Other things I have not downloaded. Now I want to download this. I want to keep this here. I want to paste it. Python 3.9.0. Okay. Now I have to install it. Python 3.9.0. I have to install it. Am I right or not? But unfortunately, before this Python 3.9.0, already in my system on Python software is already existed. So I want to uninstall it first. Then after that, I want to install this one. I download it. Okay, fine. I'm ready to install it. But before that, in my system already Python software is available. So first let me uninstall it. Then after that I want to install it. So let me check it, sir. What I have to do there? How I'm going to check whether Python software is available or not in my system now? Simple, very simple checkup. Open command prompt. Just a type of Python. If you're getting this one, Python is available. 3.8.5 is available as of now. But anyway, I want to uninstall it and I want to install newer version. Right. So let me uninstall it. How I'm going to uninstall this? How I'm going to uninstall this Python software? How I'm going to uninstall this guys. All right. Now go for this control panel. Control panel. Go for uninstall a program. Programs and uninstall a program. You got it? All these are installed softwares. Whatever the softwares which I installed so far, all these many softwares are existing. That's very good. Now, what I require, I need to search for Python. Wait for a minute of time. That's it. So now here we have to search for Python. Yes, Python 3.5.3.8.5 64-bit is available. Uninstall it. Yeah. Open control panel. Here we have to go for right, sir. Uninstall a program part. Here we are going to do where we are going to select it. Then we are going to uninstall the required part. Okay. That's it. So now it is completed. Uninstallation is successful. Then here, one more thing is available Python launcher. I want to uninstall even that one also. I don't require that. Yes, okay, fine. Completed, guys. Now let me check in my system Python is available or not. No. Python is not recognized as an internal or external command or an operable program or batch file. So it is not available. And one more thing I have to check now. Right click on this PC and properties, advanced system settings, environment variables, path environment variable. Observe this path now. So here two setups are provided previously. Python 38, Python 38 like this. These two are existed. So now let me delete even both of them. Both are deleted. Even here also I clear Python. Nothing, sir. This is uninstallation process. In my system, it is available already. That's why I'm uninstalling that. It is not required for all of you guys. It is not required for all of you. This is up to like what I'm telling you, my system. Right, sir. So this is uninstallation process. Just I'm trying to do uninstallation. It's not the part of installation, guys. Fine, clear this one. Now, okay, fine. I thought of it in my system. Python is not existed. Guys, in my system, Python is not existed. Guys, can you tell me up to now what I have done? Hmm? Can you tell me up to now what I have done, guys? Can you tell me, yes, what I have done up to now? Please repeat. What I have done? Downloading Python software. Downloaded. Python software is downloaded. That's it. Download Python software. And I uninstalled existed Python software in my system. That's it. Apart from that, I have not done anything. Yes, I have downloaded Python software. Already in my system, Python software is there that I uninstalled. That's the part what I have done. Okay, good. Next one. Yes, all of you observe carefully. I want to install Python software. Already I kept this Python software at a particular location in my system. I downloaded it from internet. I kept this at /softwares, then Python, where I provided this Python 3.9.0 as the latest version that we are providing. So if you want to install this Python software, nothing else, just double click on this downloaded part. Double click on this downloaded part. Just double click on it. Double click on it. Guys, all of you observe carefully. What I'm trying to do now, install Python 3.9.064 bit. Listen carefully. Here an important point is available. Everybody has to put more concentration now. Then after that, install now. Custom installation. By default, it will install it C users, username, app data, local programs, Python 39. Here only it's going to be installed by default. But if you want to install at your own location with your own features, no, then we have to go for custom installation. So I'll prefer to go for custom installation. That's the point. Next, please observe these 2 points. No, first checkbox is already selected. Install launcher for all users recommended. Oh, okay, no problem. I'm not going to change anything. Guys, please read out the second checkbox what you are having. All of you, please read the second checkbox what you are having. Please, everybody, read out the second checkbox what you are having. Please type it. Type it on questions box. Come on, guys. What you are seeing that? Please recognize this. What we have there. Second checkbox. All of you respond for it. Everybody has to respond for me. Add Python 3.9 to path. Add Python 3.9 to path. Just 1 minute before, I went to environment variables where I deleted Python and Python scripts from path. Have you observed that? After uninstallation of my Python software, I went to environment variables. Right click on PC, this PC, properties, and advanced system settings, advanced environment variables, where I selected path, where I removed the 2 things now. Right, John. If I select this one now, the 2 setups are going to be performed automatically internally as part of this Python software installation process. As part of this Python software installation process, the required setups will be done by Python software. That is, the Python software will be set to do path environment variable. Directly it will set to do path environment variable if I select it. And moreover, it is required. It is required. Why? Because if you want to get Python through the command prompt, if I type Python here, if you want to get Python here through the command prompt now, we need to set that particular path environment variable to Python. So we have to add this Python 3.9 to path that we have to get if you want to run this Python scripts through command prompt. So for that purpose, because of that reason, all of you, I'm recommended to select. This add Python 3.9 to path. For all of you, I'm giving recommendation to all of you guys. Add Python 3.9 to path environment variable. Guys, I will recognize what I'm saying to you. What is the recommendation I'm telling to all of you guys? Add Python 3.9 to path environment variable. Guys, all of you are following or not? Right, so then if you don't check box, then how to run Python in that case? In the sense, we have to set manually. Understand it now? So we have to set path environment variable to the Python manually. We have to set it explicitly. But what is the requirement to set manually? As you are having this option, as you are getting this option, then what is the requirement to set manually, guys? I don't have such type of question now. Then first of all, this option is available. So select it automatically or required Python. Required setup will be done internally. Python will be set to the path environment variable. So we can use the Python through command prompt. If we set like this. So mandatory for everybody, you have to set it. If you are not setting it, then automatically what happens there? No, we have to set environment variable. We have to set explicitly the path environment variable. Right, sir? What is environment variable? What I have to say, guys? Environment variable is a variable which provides all Python commands to the operating system. Say, for example, when I want to give much clarity, now try to understand it now. For example, if I provide Python, is a command actually. This command is available inside the Python software only. This is Python command. Right, sir? Just this is like what no Python, for example. If I set this Python, if I use this Python there, operating system has to execute this Python. But operating system should know where Python is available, where this Python command is available. So to get the location where Python command is available, operating system, operating system will search for path environment variable. Operating system will search for path environment variable, and Python, operating system will search for Python command in the path environment variables locations. Because of that, to give the location where Python command is available to the operating system, we have to set path environment variable. It is required. Definitely, it is required. So that's because of that reason. Here, what I'm telling to you, all of you guys, what I'm telling to you, you have to add this Python. We have to select this add Python 3.9 to path environment variable. That's it. So even though if we use Linux command, no Linux command prompt, Linux terminal, even if we install it through the terminal, whenever I think so, in the case of Linux, by default, Python is existed. By default, Python is existed, guys. In the case of this Linux, or if you want to change that, then we can get it. We can get that installer directly. We can export that installer. Yeah, yeah, exactly. In the case of this Linux, already it's available. If you want to change it, automatically it will be set. In the case of Linux, no need to worry for that. No need to think about it now. Anyway, because in the case of this Windows, now this is a situation, guys. What I'm telling you. Add Python 3.9 to path environment variable. Good. So, guys, now I want to go for custom installation process. Not I don't want to go for this default custom installation process. I want to go there. And before that, I want to select the location where I want to install my Python also. Let's check this one. In the C drive, I want to check this one. Here, Python 3.8 is available. That's the previous one. I want to delete even this one also. Right, sir. That means here I didn't specify any particular location, guys. Now try to observe this clearly. In the installation process, I will show that. Now, first of all, here what I'm telling to you. Listen carefully. In a C drive, I want to install it. So first of all, let me click on custom installation. Click on this custom installation. No need to select, no need to deselect anything. All are available. Just we can manage all of them. Click on next button only. Click on next button only. Right, sir. Now by default, it has taken which location, guys? Now please check it now. What was the location it has taken there by default? Now tell me. Right, sir. What exactly the location it has taken there? Now tell me, guys. All of you know. C users, Nagoor, AppWriter, local programmers, Python, some other location there. But what I'm telling to you, I don't like to install this total part in a particular location. Directly, I want to install my Python software at the C drive for my easy maintenance purpose. For the sake of my easy maintenance purpose, I want to install Python software under C drive. C colon slash Python 39. The folder is what? C colon slash Python 39. Also, guys, now this is C drive. Here, do you have any Python folder like Python 38, Python 39? Do you have any folder like Python 39? Come on, guys. Do you have any Python folder like Python 39 here? No, no folder is existed like Python 39. There's no issues. If Python 39 folder is not available, no issues. Our installation process, our installer will create a folder Python 39. Inside this Python 39 only, the total Python will be provided. Right, sir. Right, sir. Then what I'm telling you, know, just once again, I want to start it. Just let me go for this back. No, guys, up to this part, you are getting clarity. Muhammad, as all of you are getting clarity up to this part, am I right? So add Python 3.9 to path that we have to do. Then after that, custom installation. Custom installation, I clicked on it. Then we are getting it. No need to deselect anything. All these things here we have to manage. Right, sir. Good. Can you tell us about more about PIP? Not immediately, sir. I will talk about it PIP. When the time is coming, then we will talk about it. Not immediately. Yeah, pip command is mandatory for us. We need to install some libraries explicitly. Definitely in the future we are going to talk about it. Now, my main concentration as of now is what? How to run a simple Python program. That's my main concentration now. Pip and all these things. We are going to get more concentration, more content. Not immediately. No. Right, yes. Now click on next button. If it is the case, now click on next button. After that, now I specified previously some location is available, but I provided the location like what now? C colon slash Python 39. C colon slash Python 39. This is a location where I want to install my Python software. Of course, you may have a lengthy path now. Just we can remove the total path. I need to go for C colon slash Python 39. I like to install all my Python softwares under C drive directly. So C colon slash Python 39. Okay, fine. Then after that, click on install button. Click on install button and system permission. Click on yes. Click on yes and click on install button. It's going on, going on, going on. Guys, observe this clearly. In somewhere else, Python 39 is created. Python 39 is created. Nothing, sir. No need to deselect anything. As it is, we can go for it. Advanced options also not required. Just we can select by default now. To run our first Python program, not required to go for anything. Right, sir. Whatever the direction I've given, just try to follow the direction and try to install the software. Not required to go for all the advanced options, maybe, or maybe pick on all. Not required. Documentations, maybe just manage by default them. Then try to click on next buttons and click on install button. So it's going to be installed. Why? Because I'm trying to talk about all these features, but at present people may not understand these points now. So if you have some awareness on this Python, then it's better. Why? Because in the future we are going to use this people and all these commands. We are going to use we are going to use number of libraries. Whenever we are going to use libraries, we have to install that libraries. By the time we are going to understand that pip command. Right, yes. Sanjeev, I will understand it what I said to you. Not immediately. In the future, we'll talk about it. Guys, now let's check up this one. Now check this here. Setup was successful. Setup was successful. That's fine. So finally, then what next one? Just I want to close it. I want to close it. Close this. Now I want to. Now I want to check my Python software was installed or not. Tell me, sir, what are the various things we have to check now? Where we have to check whether this Python software is installed or not. Where we are able to check this, guys. Now tell me. One thing is like what now? In the location, at which location we installed our Python software, go to that location, that is C drive. Inside the C drive, check for this Python 39 folder as it is created. Python 39 folder is created, open it. So all the things are generated. That's okay, fine. So Python software is available. So on the C drive, Python 39 folder is created. Now inside this, the total location, the total all the installed folders are created. So Python software is installed. This is one thing. Second thing is what? Apart from this, second thing is what? Then go to the environment variables. Right click on this PC, properties. Right click on this PC, properties. Advanced system settings. Environment variables already advancedly selected. Now environment variables. Inside this environment variables, now try to check the path. Path. Click on editor. Click on editor. Now here we can observe this. Python 39 slash scripts and Python 39. C Python 39 scripts and C Python 39 that we are getting, guys. All of you observe carefully. C Python 39 scripts and C Python 39 that we are getting. So here also we are getting it. So this also one confirmation. Python is available in our system. Right. When compared with all other things, that official approach to select this Python is what? Just we can identify this Python hyphen version. No, I think so. Double hyphen. Yes, exactly. So just simply write that Python space a hyphen version. Python space a hyphen version. So what is the version of this Python, guys? Now tell me, no. What is the version of this Python, guys? Now tell me. Python 3.9.0 that we are using. So Python is installed in my system or not? If a Python is not installed in my system, you will not get this particular version number. If Python is installed, then only we are getting this type of version information there. Python space 3.9.0. That's it. It's installed. Now Python software is installed in my system. Good, guys. Then fine, it's completed. Totally, how many steps I completed, guys? Now tell me no overall. Actually, to prepare first Python application execution, to execute first Python program, 2 steps are required. So download and install Python software, and second one is write Python program and execute Python program. So 2 steps are available. Out of these 2 steps, how many steps we completed now? Out of 2 steps, how many steps can be completed here? Only 1 step is completed. That is what? Download and install Python software. That's it. Now, let's come for this watch. What is the second one, guys? What is the second one again? Write Python program. Write and execute Python program. Write and execute Python program. Everybody, write and execute Python program. Guys, just give 1 minute of time. 1 minute of time, please. Just give 1 minute of time. I'll come back now. 1 minute of time. Right. Right, yes. There's nothing else. Just have taken 1 minute of gap. No, don't worry for it. Just have taken 1 minute gap. Ah, let's come for this write a Python program and execute Python program. If you want to write and execute Python programs, what are the various things I'm going to use? First one is I want to go for IDLE. Python provided IDLE. I want to go there. I want to go for Python provided IDLE. IDLE. That is one thing. Second one is after this through command prompt. I will show. No need to worry for this. Each and every one. First of all, IDLE. Second one is what no command prompt. And third one is after this command prompt. And I will go for ideally. Next one is command prompt. Next one is some editors we are going to use, guys. Editors. What are the various editors here we are going to use? Notepad plus. I will use this. Fourth one is like edit plus. We are going to use editors. We are going to use Notepad plus and edit plus. Then after that, next one is what? Atom or baby. Before this atom, Sublime text we are going to use. And the sixth one is like atom we are going to use. And seventh one after this atom, like some notebooks are available. Jupyter notebook, Jupyter notebook, and eighth one is Google Colab, Google Colab, Jupyter notebook, and next one is Google Colab that we are going to use. And then ninth one is some IDs are available. What are the various IDs now? Visual Studio Code. Next one is after this Visual Studio Code and Visual Studio. Visual Studio is available itself is an IDE. It's a very good idea. And before that, PyCharm here we are going to use PyCharm. PyCharm. Right, sir. Then after this PyCharm, now next we'll go for like what no Visual Studio. Visual Studio. Visual Studio. So like this, Visual Studio Code is different and Visual Studio is different. Right? Right, sir. So these are overall points here we are going to understand. Overall, 11 number of things are available. 11 number of things are available to write and execute Python program. 11 channels are available to run our Python program. So as of now, today just we are going to see one or two content lists. Now observe this carefully. First of all, IDLE I want to use. What is this IDLE actually? IDLE is a Python provided terminal. It's like what no? Python provided terminal. What is its meaning actually? Integrated development and learning environment. An integrated development and learning environment. And this is who has provided there. That's which who has used there. That means what I'm telling there. Right. What is this? Who has provided this? It was provided by Python software. It was provided by Python software. Python software along with the Python installation. Along with the Python installation. Right. Yes. Then how we are able to open it? Right. So then people are asking to me, out of all these things, which one we are using frequently? Depends, sir. But majorly, I'm telling you PyCharm. PyCharm is the best option. PyCharm is mainly used one. Right, sir. PyCharm is mainly we are using. In general, in the companies, most of the people are using PyCharm IDE. We are going to use that. But anyway, then as part of our course, we are going to see all this topic by topic. I'm going to discuss there. So some topics I will discuss about Atom, or some other topics I will discuss about PyCharm. Some other topics I'll discuss about Notepad Plus and all. All these things I'm going to discuss there. Everything inside our classes, no. But which one will be used in our companies? That depends on the respective companies. Good, sir. But how to open this IDLE? How to open IDLE? Nothing else. After installation of your Python software, just go to our system search. Yes, system search. Just to type IDLE. Type ideally. Come on, guys. Type ideally. Ideal. Python 3.7. 64 bit. No. Right. You can see this one. Apps. Ideally, Python 3.9 64 bit. It's available. Python 3.9 64 bit is available. Select it. Click on it. Alright, so now ideal is open. This is ideal. This is Python provided terminal. Ideal, we are getting it. So whenever we are getting this ideally, when we are getting this ideally here, then what next one, guys? Now after this, not right after this clearly. Right. So now we can write this Python program. So just I want to use a print. Then here I want to provide something else. So welcome to Python programming. Something else. I want to write some information. That's it. Print welcome to Python programming and click on enter button. That's it. Right. Our program is completed. Just like it is a command prompt only. It is so. Christopher, are you understanding what I said? Yes, Christopher J. I got my point now. Then in the company's PyCharm will be used mainly, but all the remaining things are also be possible. But in our classes, I'm going to use all. It is so. It is. I understand it now. Just like it is a command prompt, not more than that. But where we can write that Python commands, Python code. That's it. Now print welcome to Python programming. That's it. So this is IDLE. This is ideally. If you are using more ideally, we are able to get more content. More and more, if you are using this ideally, automatically more practice here we are able to get. But as of now, how to open ideally and how to prepare program and how to work with that. That's enough. This is sufficient, guys. We can understand it clearly. Good. Ideally part is completed. Again, when we start application, then I will go for it. Ideally. Right. Ketan. Ideally stands for this is already type it. Integrated Development and Learning Environment. Ideally stands for Integrated Development and Learning Environment. Ketan, have you understand it? What is it? That's fine. Good. Now, second option is what, guys? Now tell me what is the second option of command prompt? We can open through command prompt also. The same ideally we can get through command prompt also. Same ideally we are able to get through command prompt also. Just we can use that. Same. I'm not doing anything extra now. Whatever the ideally we open there, that ideally I want to open through command prompt. So okay, what I will do, simply we can type Python. Simply we can type Python. Right? Type Python, click on enter button. Finish. Now ideally is open in command prompt. Here we can use like what now? Printer. Here we can provide like what now? Welcome to like Python programming. Welcome to Python programming. Python programming. Python 3.9. That's it. Programming. Right, sir. Now click on enter button. Now again we are able to get an output. Either we can use ideally or we can use this one. But why we record all this? We have Python itself. No, sir. But Python software is available. But where we are writing programs from? If you want to write programs, some editor or some IDE we required or not? See, to write a program, we require some idea or not. Say, for example, you have information in our mind and you have pen also. But is it required to take paper to write something on paper? If you want to write something, paper is required or not? Come on, guys. Just you have some information in our mind. You want to write it now. Pen is available with you. Your information is also available in our mind. But where we are going to write? We require a paper and pen or not? Paper or maybe like a book or notebook, we require or not? Yeah, that's right. But sir, but ideally is enough, no sir. Ideal is not for project development, no. Ideal is not project development and ideal is for only instant programming checking. 1 or 2 lines of code, if you want to check, then we can use that. But if you want to say, for example, just like it is a command prompt, how much programming we are going to provide through command prompt? No? Maybe 4 or 5 lines of code, that's it. But my application contains maybe hundreds of lines of code. Can you write that 100 lines of code inside this command prompt? Moreover, what command prompt is providing? Command prompt is not providing much environment form. So definitely we have to go for some alternatives. That's why people will go for IDEs like PyCharm or maybe Visual Studio. This kind of things might be used by developers in outside. So it's not sufficient. And moreover, one more thing, what I'm telling here. See, then here My responsibility is different. Even though IDLE is available, IDL is available, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to teach only IDL. Why? Because as part of my responsibility, I have to teach all these things. I have to use all these things. Why? Because I need to give environment for all these things. Why? Because you are in learning process. You are not in working process. For example, if you are in working process and if you are in the companies now, of course you may use only one. But now we are in learning process. As part of the learning, everything we have to learn. Everything you should know. As part of learning, learning is different and working is different. So as part of this learning, I have to give environment for all. But after understanding all of them, when we go for companies, when we are working with the projects now, which one is suitable, then we can use that. That's it. But as part of learning, we have to know all these things. Especially in my classes, topic by topic, I'm going to use all these things. Initially, I may start with ideal. Next comment from next one, notepad plus, edit plus. After some topics, I will take in a sublime text. Some other topic I will take in next one is like VS Code and PyCharm and Visual Studio. If any new ID is coming in the next term, I will include you in that one also. I want to teach all of them, but listening is not at all problem there. But using them is depending on your requirement. I guess all of you are getting it or not? Good. Now tell me, guys, up to now what we completed there today. What exactly the content we completed, guys? All of you know, please respond for me. What exactly the content we completed? All of you respond for me. Downloaded Python software. We downloaded and we installed Python software, and I shown programming with the IDLE and a command prompt. Downloading and installation of the Python software, and I shown programs, how to write programs with the right, sir. These two things only we seen. Then tomorrow we are going to have session. Tomorrow we have session, sir. Tomorrow I will go for Notepad plus and Edit plus at least. After Sublime Text we are going to send tomorrow. After these many three I want to show. After that, after completion of few topics, I will go for next Atom Jupyter notebook later on. But tomorrow I will show programming with these three parts. Right? That's all, guys. That's all for today. And tomorrow I'll continue the remaining part, and tomorrow we'll discuss about it. Yeah, definitely. All recorded videos we are providing, sir. Right? Even like all recorded videos we are providing, not even like it's not even like 1 or 2 days of time. Up to 1 year of time, we are able to get it. Yes. Oh, Windows 7 in the sense, please check with older version of the Python. Older versions of the Python, maybe. But Python 3. I think so. I don't think so. Python 3 versions are not running in that Windows 7. Then better to upgrade it to Windows 8 or Windows 10. So nowadays everybody is using Windows 10, sir. Yeah, maximum 99% of the people are using Windows 10. Windows 10 is better to upgrade. Operating system. Even if you are using Windows 7 continuously, at present, even if you solve the problem, but in the future, when we go for future technologies, you may get some problem there. Ubuntu and Linux almost all same. But let me check once how to install this. I think so in Ubuntu it is already existed, guys. In Ubuntu already is existed. Ketan. In Ubuntu it is already existed. Python is existed. Try to check once, open the terminal and use Python 2.7 is there, no? Okay, fine. By default, Python 2.7 is there. And we can get it, we can install it separately. We can install it separately. Achha, you're not asking about Python, no? Achha, go to webinar software you're asking, no? Right, sir. And where I have to get? Go to webinar is supporting Ubuntu or not. I have to check once. Yeah, I'll provide notes also, guys. Dhanalakshmi, Sriram. I'll provide. Definitely I'll provide. Okay, fine. No. Then, Ketan, now we are typing the message. There only we can type the questions now so that I can go for it. Offline classes are not possible, guys. Next March or April. No chances to conduct these offline classes. Rajak Basha. Authenticity of the downloading listeners, I'm not getting it. Rajkumar. Using other machine to ask questions from Windows 10. Ketan, no problem. Ketan, what I am asking there, what I am telling to you, now you are typing the messages. There itself, we can type the questions now. I can answer for it. If I type the question here itself, then I can answer for it. Rajkumar, I think so. Then you're asking about this Python. Python is open source and we can download it. And homepage of this Python, whatever the Python option I shown there, the same thing we can identify. That means the same website, from same website we are getting it. And check some not aware much. Rajkumar, I don't have much awareness on it. Anyway, then no, that kind of things I have not done it. Just as the open source and freeware, just I downloaded it and I'm using it. That's it. Up to the time I'm doing that. Max. Okay. If it is licensed and all these things will come, I think so. But anyway, that's open source. I'm not thinking about it anyway at any location. Okay. Right, guys. And tomorrow also we have session there. Now try to attend for tomorrow's class. Then I will continue the remaining part in tomorrow. Like other might be 2 to 3 editors I will cover on tomorrow. By that we are able to have some clarity regarding this. Internet is consuming more data with this webinar. Is there any settings to decrease data? No, yeah, no. It's the same thing. Whatever the webinar you are using, myself also I'm using the same webinar. So I think so it's the minimum. Okay. Right. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thanks, Roj. Thank you for support. And it's consuming 3 GB for 1 hour. No, yeah. 3 GB for an hour. I think so. The problem with your mission, not with this. This webinar is not consuming that much, sir. I'm sure about it. It's only the problem with you. So webinar classes are conducted on Sundays. Maybe may not be not immediately, but in the future, if the syllabus is not in right track, then definitely I will conduct class on Sundays, but not immediately. The next Sunday is a holiday. Tomorrow I will take the session. And day of tomorrow is a gap. Again Monday I will continue the classes now. But tomorrow we have session there. Sundays, upcoming Sundays may be possible, but not immediately. But yeah, 6 days per week. Okay. Thank you guys. Thanks a lot. We'll meet on tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll see the remaining part. Thank you.